Hi guys, I'm Maker Nisa and I'm going to discuss environmental health. So, environmental health focuses on monitoring and ang pagmitigate sa mga factors in the environment that could affect the human health and disease. And included na sad ang elements of the economic, social, cultural, and technological environments na kung asa na nagbuyo. And ang example ani is ang exposure to hazardous substance in air, water, soil, and food phenomena or climate change. The World Health Organization estimates that environmental factors account for 24% of the global burden of disease and 23% of premature. Ang deaths tungod sa environmental causes is as high as 36% na sa mga bata na nag-edad og 10 to 14 years old. And there are 100 trillion of cells but 10% lang ang human. Really different species in this dynamic system maintain a harmonious equilibrium. Beneficial organism provide regulating ecosystem services to the agriculture like pollination and ang pag-regulate sa mga natural plant pests.
It's me, Lisa Sean B. Darunday, Test of Environmental Health Rest, adapted from Cunningham 2020. While there are many worries regarding pollution, chemical toxin, emerging disease, and other risks to health, we should take a moment to consider that tremendous progress we have made in preventing many terrible diseases. Figure 24 humans interact with the environmental constantly, even though it may not seem like it. The human body is always exposed to a lot of different health risks like toxic pollutants, toxin, of more. If we are not careful, we will be vulnerable to these health risks. Vaccines were not yet formulated. A big portion of the population have suffered. Some died from disease such as smallpox and polio, and medical experts formulated vaccine to suppress the rapid contamination of these diseases. It's me again, Lisa Sean B. Die infectious disease, which are extremely lethal. Why do supercontagious species appears in so many different locations? Cunningham 2020. A broad variety of human-afflicted pathogens including viruses, bacteria, protozoa, parasitic worms, and flux. The pandemic of 1918 was the greatest loss of life from a human disease in a single. Now believe that at least one-third of all human lives were contaminated at between 50 and 100 million. Figure 25, in 1918, back when there was still no vaccine formulated, influenza was a very lethal viral infection. Spread of the virus caused of severe pandemic with no vaccine and medication whatsoever. It attacked at least one-third of the human population and killed between 50 and 100 million people. All of the business, entertainment activities, schools, and churches, and other public establishments were hustled to contain the process. So that's all, and thank you.
Continuation of anti-Asia report by Ambajiri Ramirez. Influenza is the case of the family of the virus that mutates rapidly and moves from the wind and domestic animals to human, making control of this disease is very difficult. Every year, epidemics continue to spread around the globe, but none have been devastating as 19 strains so far. So, kani siya na disease isuli siya kontrolon kay pinaagi man siya sa wind or pinaagi siya sa wind or sa hangin. So, and also, epidemic contains siya na gas spread infectious disease. Each year, about 500 million new cases of this disease occur and around 1 million people died from it. The region affected with this disease is increasing as the global climate change encourages mosquito victims to migrate to new territories. So, ang malaria mo na siya ay nagpabilin or isa sa mga sakit nga uso karon or nagpabilin pa karon. And also 500 na apil day 1 million mas daghan ang mga taon na nangamatay tungod sa disease. 1 million people die from it. So dako-dako siya. Ang usa ka region ma-effect of the global kanid pabago-bagong klima. Labing nagdag-ulan ng init ang langit. Quickly supply and insecticide treated bed nets and it's worth a few dollars could prevent tens of millions of cases of this devastating disease each year. Emerging diseases are those that have not been identified previously or have been missing for at least 20 years. So, na siya few dollars na makaprevent or mapugan man lang ang pagkalat sa disease para makuhaan man lang siya or dili na madungagan ang kaso sa disease. Growing numbers of this epidemic have risen the global population to expand and become even more connected. Siya nga epidemic disease. Ang atong global population mag-expand or managhan. Ebola is a hemorrhagic fever resulting from the filovirus. These cases, high fever and diarrhea followed by the sudden bleeding for a pest, monkey, and human outbreaks. Most of outbreaks are likely to be with someone touching the animal's blood or meat killed from the bushmeat, particularly monkey and bats, but of which can be harbor an Ebola virus. So, makuha ni siya na virus through touching the blood of the animals or meat killed. Ang karne-karne na dala na siya magikan. In urban area, bushmeat virus can be spread by killing, butchering, and carcass handling. It spread them from the person to person, faster road, and the air travel allows. Ang bushmeat, di ba? Ang bushmeat kay kanang kay siya, demand kay siya sa mga tao kay karne. Pero wala ta ka malulong nga dra siya magikan ang virus. And also, ang virus makuha na siya sa ihaw. And also, paghikap nimo sa mga bangkay or pagpatay nimo sa kahayop, diraan nimo siya makuha na disease. Or kana siya na sakit, makuha na siya pinaagi pod sa hangin. Kay ang hangin, mag-spread man na siya, magakalat. So, as ang iyahang pag-spread because sa hangin.
My name is Francis Miamor Frantas. Ebola virus disease or EVD is a rare and deadly disease in people and non-human primates. This Ebola virus disease mainly located in sub-Saharan Africa. The uninfected this kind of virus with direct contact of bat or non-human primate or a sick or a dead person infected with Ebola virus. Toxicology is the study of the adverse effect on an organism or system for environmental cause. Means these negative consequences can take a variety of ways ranging from sudden death to gradual shift are seen from months to years. They can occur at any stage of the body including our organs, our cell type, or our own particular biochemical. Toxicologists are also concerned with the movement and fate of poisons in the climate pathway, body entry, and the consequences of such agents being exposed to it. Toxicology means the impact of medication or the systematic study of the harmful impurity on living beings. They entails on monitoring and documenting a result of virus or hazardous exposures. Formaldehyde is an example of a widely used compound and is an effective sanitizer to immune system. Formaldehyde means is generated naturally by all living things including bacteria, plants, fish, and humans that can good to your immune system. SBS or sick building syndrome, people in a building can develop symptoms of illness or become infected with a chronic disease as a result of the building in which they work or live. According to Consumer Products Safety Commission, symptoms of SBS can affect your skin, your breathing, and your neurological system. There are many possible signs of SBS or sick building syndrome, include irritated throat, respiratory problems, being close in chest, runny back, allergy-like symptoms, like for example, sneezing, feels pain in the nose, rashes of dry, itchy skin, fatigue, body itches, and many more. SBS also are many causes like high level of dust, tobacco smoke, rooms with poor lighting, and many more. Neurotoxin, a substance which alters nervous system structure or functions, means neurotoxins may cause neurons to malfunction or interrupt communication and may be by inhalation, swallowing, skin touch, or injection.
So this is Abigail Kasuga, and I'm going to discuss the sources of endogenous neurotoxins. It includes nitric oxide and glutamate neurotransmitter. Nitric oxide is also called nitrogen monoxide, colorless toxic gas that is formed by oxidation of nitrogen. Mutagen is anything which causes mutation. Changes in DNA caused by mutagen can destroy cells and cause some illnesses, such as cancer. Mutagen, which promotes growth of cancer, are known as carcinogen. Carcinogen agent can induce cancer by altering cell metabolism or directly modifying in cells, which interferes of normal biological process. Mutagen are also present in the environment such as sunlight and a host of chemicals that are ingested in the food we consume or breathe in the air. A teratogen is any agent that causes abnormality following fetal exposures during pregnancy. So clearly, women who are pregnant or intend to get pregnant should never use alcohol or illicit or unwanted drugs.